They said it would never happen here. They said Western democracies were different, that we had institutions, checks and balances, free elections. But what happens when those very institutions get hijacked? What happens when free elections are replaced with prosecutions? When dissent is criminalized and the only acceptable political view is the one the regime approves of? That's not democracy, that's tyranny in a new uniform. And this week it happened again. France's leading presidential candidate, Marine Le Pen, was just sentenced to 4 years in prison and banned from running in the next election. Let me say that again. The frontrunner in a democratic election was eliminated by the courts. And it's not just France. From Pakistan to Brazil, Italy to Romania, and now here in the U.S., it almost happened with Trump trying to put him in jail. Populist challengers are being taken out systematically, and this isn't a glitch. It's the new normal. And on this episode, I'm exposing it all. When the radical left can't win through democratic elections, they do what authoritarian regimes have always done. They weaponize that legal system. They jail their opponents, they disqualify their challengers, and they silence dissent, not at the ballot box, but in the courtroom. This isn't just happening in America anymore, it's now global. And Marine Le Pen, France's top presidential candidate for 2027, was just sentenced to 4 years in prison and banned from running. Why? Because she dared to challenge the system, because she posed a threat to the globalist status quo. And she's not alone. Jair Bolsonaro in Brazil, Imran Khan in Pakistan, Matteo Salvini in Italy, Georgescu in Romania, all populist challengers, all of them facing legal warfare. So here's where I'm at with this. This isn't a coincidence. This isn't a fluke. This isn't about law. It's about the global playbook. And it's being deployed with military precision, which is why I'm taking a crack at this. And Elon Musk said it best today on X. When the radical left can't win via democratic vote, they abuse the legal system to jail their opponents. This is their standard playbook throughout the world. And you know what? I think he's right. We're seeing it unfold as we speak, and we're witnessing the death of democratic credibility in real time. And so here's where I'm at with all this. The message is simple. If you challenge the machine, you will be destroyed. Not by open political debate, not by the people's vote, but by raids, indictments, show trials, gag orders, and prison time. And Le Pen was leading in the polls in France. Didn't matter. While Trump was president, they were trying to take him down using the law. Didn't matter. They just redefine the rules until their enemies are crushed. And this is what they do in Venezuela, in Russia, in Iran, and now it's happening in Paris, Washington, Rome. Hey, are you guys a fan of the Aaron Cohen Show? Do me a favor and help support the show and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package. They start at $25. We're completely independently produced, and every package sold helps keep the lights on in the studio so I can continue to combat that garbage anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda that's out there, while bringing you guys no-nonsense, cutting-edge analysis of counterterrorism, the Mideast, and national security. And in just 90 days, the Aaron Cohen Show is now the fastest-growing counterterrorism and national security show online with over 100,000 subscribers in the first 90 days. And why? Because of you, the fans. Do me a favor, help support the show and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package and help me to continue to fight that fight. Appreciate you guys. And if you think you're safe just because you're a civilian and you're not in politics, you're not paying attention. Because once lawfare becomes the norm, your vote doesn't matter anymore. Once lawfare takes over, democracy essentially becomes theater. So what happens next, Aaron? Question: what would have happened if Trump was actually jailed? What happens if political opposition is treated as a criminal enterprise, which we're already starting to see? What happens if every future candidate knows you step out of line, guess what? You're going to be indicted. What happens is now tyranny. And it doesn't come with jackboots. It comes with subpoenas. It comes with news anchors saying no one is above the law, while the people in power never face a single charge. It comes quietly, comes slowly, and it comes legally. And by the time the public figures it out, it's already too late. So you might be asking, why am I hitting this? The reason why is because I come from the counterterror world. I come from that intelligence and special operations world. And I've been in places where law and order doesn't exist. It's collapsed. And I'm telling you, you do not want to live in a country where elections are meaningless and justice is political. So, Aaron, what can we do? Well, we call it out. We stop pretending this is normal, and we support the people with the guts to fight it back, and we vote like our lives depend on it, because right now they do. And the whole point of my show is that this is one of the few places you're going to hear the truth without fear. And if you're tired of the lies, do me a favor, subscribe, share this, get loud, get the word out, because that silence is basically surrender. And Cohen's Commandos, man, we don't surrender here. So get it out. But before I let you go, I want to ask you something. What happens to democracy when the people in power can jail anyone who threatens their grip? What happens when voting becomes irrelevant? We just put Trump in office, and look what's happening with all these crazy rogue judges. What happens when that voting becomes irrelevant because the courts already decided the outcome? How long do you think the American public will stay silent before we say enough's enough? My real question is here, where do you draw the line? Is it when they jail your candidate? Is it when they knock on your door? Now, I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm just here to make sure that you're actually thinking, that critical thought. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Tell me where you draw the line, because that's the conversation that we need to start having right now. I'm going to come back to this lawfare stuff as it continues to develop. I think it's a fascinating space. It resonates with me, and I think it's very important to speak to it. Do me a favor, if you guys are a fan of the show, grab yourself a bag of Merkava coffee. Hit the link in the description. The official coffee of the Aaron Cohen Show. Every bag sold helps support the show and helps support the mission. Or you can donate and help support the show by grabbing a mini sponsorship package. Link also down in the description. Every package sold also helps keep the lights on and allows me to continue to combat that garbage anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda that's out there. And also to continue to put America first, which is what we stand for here as well. Yes, I'm a fan of Trump. I'm a fan of Hegseth. I'm a fan of Waltz. And I'm a fan of America becoming America again. Those old school traditional values. That's what we stand for here. I'm Aaron Cohen. You're watching the Aaron Cohen Show, and I will catch you guys on the next one.